Hey, good morning. I cracked my knuckle. Sorry if that offends you. Apparently, there's been studies that cracking your knuckles is completely fine. There's no negative effects of cracking your knuckles. That's interesting, but that's not what this video is about at all. Way to really rope them in there with the topic, Craig. Today's video, I'm talking about the awesome benefits of getting up super early. I got up super early this morning. Not by choice. I don't always get up super early by choice, but I enjoy it when I do. In fact, most of the time I don't get up super early by choice. You see, in the past few years, I've just started waking up early and spending hours in bed and then falling back asleep. I think it's just a product of getting older. I've been partly cutting down on alcohol and coffee and sugar as a way to just get a full night's sleep without uninterrupted, but it doesn't seem to be working. That said, getting up early is something that I really like and really want to do. And getting up ridiculously early, it can be a good thing. And here's why. Number one, the bathroom is free. Not saying it doesn't cost money. It shouldn't cost money anyway. If your bathroom costs money at your house, you might need to look at a new living situation. But no one's gonna be using it. So you can take your leisurely shower, your leisurely poops, whatever you do. If you live by yourself, it should be free anyway. If it's not, then you might have a ghost. And that will be in my top 10 ways to hunt ghosts list later on, probably around Halloween. I just came up with that idea just now. Wow. And you know why I did? Because I got up early. We'll talk about that later. Number two, no distractions. No distractions is, I think, one of, if not my favorite, benefit of getting up super early. It's not just no distractions in your house, although that's helpful sometimes. To be able to focus and have no interruptions if I'm writing or something. But just you know in the back of your mind that most of the world, well, not the world, where you are, your region of the world is asleep. And nothing's happening. You're not missing anything. And there's no, like, the news is going to be slower, and the Twitters are going to be slower. The world is just calmer, and it feels more at peace, and you can just focus on your work. And I love that. I feel more productive earlier in the day than later in the day. So why not have that earlier time be a time when there's no distractions? 3, busting that cycle. That is just something useful to do from time to time. You get in a rut, you're not happy with your life, you're in a routine, you're just bored. A great way to just shake it up, to really jostle loose the good juices in the body. Just get up early. Do something out of the ordinary. It doesn't have to be get up early, but this is one way. Getting up ridiculously early just to see what happens. So you might be really tired at work the whole day, but that early time might have been really fun. It might have been invigorating. 4, being super tired makes you a hotbed of ideas. Well, at least it does for me. It might not be the case for everyone else. When I'm super tired and groggy from sleep, I get loopy, and I think I get into a better mood. It's like a combination, like uncomfortable but also comfortable, and it's weird. It's just a weird loopy time when you're really tired, and that's a good time to come up with some out there ideas. You probably have lower inhibitions for your ideas, so it can be a great place to come up with things. 5, better than being burned alive. Again, on the spectrum, in previous videos, staying in a hotel over here, not a bad thing. Going sugar-free, that's like more over in this range, but being burned alive is way over here. And getting up super early, that's probably a little better than giving up sugar. It's probably in this range, but way better than being burned alive. You should probably always be on this side of the spectrum, and this falls on that side of the spectrum, so that's a benefit. 6, seeing the sunrise or something. Sure. You know, it's pretty outside, so pretty, but seriously, it is. I went jogging super early a week ago, I believe, 2 weeks ago, because the weather was cooler. That's another benefit that I don't have on here. If you live in Austin, the weather is not oppressively hot in the morning, but it was like being on another planet. Seeing the sunrise and the city just quiet and calm, and the color of everything was it's different than the rest of the day, and it's something most people probably miss. Most young people who sleep in, you lazy bones. 7, you feel better than everyone else. You feel superior, and who doesn't want to feel superior, you know? Oh, you get up at 10? I got up at 5 this morning. I actually did, for real, get up at like 5:30. Not by choice. But I don't mind. I don't know if that's a benefit, but I don't know if that's necessarily good for you. But it is a benefit. You do feel better than everyone else. Number 8. Lots of putts time. You know, you need your putts. You need to putz around sometimes. I do definitely need a little bit of putzing. And it's better to do it early before the deadlines start hitting, you know? Just like sort of just putzing around. This runs counter to distractions, I suppose. But not necessarily. It's not necessarily like you're being distracted. This is like you are choosing to be lazy. You have time. You have a little bit of time to be lazy and methodical and slow about what you do because you're early. 9. Leisurely breakfast. Breakfast offers some of the best foods. Often breakfast is my favorite meal. I mean, I realize you could eat breakfast food any time of day. It's society telling you when you should eat it. That said, I love eggs. I'll get up in the morning, I'll eat eggs. I used to have coffee with that, but I haven't had coffee in a little while. I make eggs every morning. I have time because I get up early enough. Throughout my 20s, probably from year 0 to year 27, until I started making breakfast videos for Wheezy Waiter, I just rushed and grabbed some crap and threw it in my mouth and then went to work or school or whatever. And now I cook eggs and I enjoy it. It's cathartic to just cook eggs. My job is a creative job, and it's stressful to constantly have to come up with new ideas and worry about that sort of thing, that it's even when you're not working on it, which is why it's so nice to do tasks, just simple tasks that have a beginning, middle, end, and then you're done. And one of those is cooking breakfast. You crack the eggs, you fry them up, you cook them, you eat them, and the whole experience is self-contained and nice, and it's all you have to worry about. I'm sounding like an old man. I'm becoming an old man. Yeah, but you know, every year that goes by, you're like, old people do make sense. And part of me is like, I wish I would have been this way earlier. And 10 gives you some me time, similar to putts time and no distractions time. But what I mean is, it's more like, you know, throughout the day, if you get up late, like right before you have to go to work or school, and you just go to school, work, then your day is going to be a series of tasks. It's going to be, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then after work, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go meet friends at the bar. I'm going to go to some party or social event, or I'm going to play video games, or I'm going to... You forget that there's another part of life, which is you sitting, thinking, being yourself. There's this part of life that is, it's not all about having to do the next thing. Or waking up early is one of the few times you are able to do that. Maybe later at night you can do that too, but you might be too tired and you just go to sleep. So, those are the benefits of getting up super early. I'm an old man. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if you haven't checked out my main channel recently, ideally I want to get to every weekday. I don't know if it's going to happen just yet. I'm being very consistent with it. I'm talking more about news, and it's just check out the past 3 videos, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of that going forward. I hope you're enjoying it if you're watching it. Or just go about your day, live your life. Maybe if you get up super early, you'll have time to go watch those things. That is all.